Hi Kiki Runners, down here from the Turbo Concept going racing back again. Welcome back to Piston Cup Thunder 2005, where today we're going for BnL Raceway. In the last video we have done here in Pine Hills International Raceway with some sort of 180s driver for some sort of one thing. Let's get all the way to BnL Raceway. So this is not actually a speedway, for just only one for the big oval track as well. As you can see, we're going to get right into the BnL Raceway. It's probably small. Let's hear it out. It sounds like it's gonna be pretty extremely loud. The most extremely loud is the BnL Raceway. Based on that don't know, it must be Las Vegas International Speedway, not the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Some sort of Kansas Speedway. We're going to be turning out on some sort of... There's no camera mode. And probably there must be some sort of a loud driver. We're not going to be closing in. There's two kings. There's two strip rudders around itself, or scattering around itself. We're not using anything around 4-1. But we're using Dale Earnhardt. We have already done inside of their ways that we're gonna be using the Mac iCar. Let's just get all the way around instead of Chuck Armstrong. Let's just get anything to do this. Let's spawn a car immediately. So I hear their cars have just running their cells. Someone who got 15 laps of their cells. Well, this is not actually for some sort of a international speedway anyway. We've reached it all the way to 213 miles per hour fast. Which means this is going to be Michigan International, some sort of Kansas Speedway. Or definitely Michigan International Speedway. Something look like BnL Raceway. Wait, this is probably insanely big. Oh god, we have totally paused for too long. I lost the cars because this is going to be the lap trial. So, any less of the populations have just went inside of that game. But it looks like, hopefully there must be no idiots or some sort of shameful rammers are going to be in the BnL Speedway. This is not some sort of doing like this thing. That I say, this is the BnL Raceway, which is going to be the big racetrack for some top speeds for over a 200 miles an hour as well. So we definitely not making sure this is going to be kilometers an hour. And I'm probably not sure. We're going to be catching up to Strip Withers. And he always keeping on spinning out and dumping all the way for some sort of stuff. The game pauses too much because some sort of useless players are just going to be ruining itself very much. Because as you can see, the features inside of that race, this is probably, we're going to be doing this after the race. Because eventually, this is not going to be such as big as hell, and probably this track is currently big and some sort of for a loading things, because we're in a low quality like this thing, because something is absolutely used for low quality reference, like some sort of that I just completely reach up to high quality itself. But we're not probably sure that does not recommend it to PC, and those including for such as worse experience do those. So we're on a worse experience that we're just gonna be restarting the server as well. Let's go for an last 4 more laps. This is going to be the lap number 6, and that should be for our last things to do this, because under 40 seconds wasn't gonna be pretty enough inside of BnL Raceway. And we have probably that we're gonna be using the number 84. Lightning McQueen is stuck on turn number 3, and he is away from the keyboard as possible. So we're not going to be making things for a little bit that's there. So this is going to be our last 2 laps to go. And we're probably not sure this isn't going to be making such as very quick. And I'm not pretty sure this isn't going to be making such as a little bit fun going inside and outside on this race that we just eventually still see McQueen earlier. So in the last lap we just saw McQueen stuck in here, but now he's already left off and continued to going on races. So I think this is going to be doing one more lap that we just already said. It's time to get things a little bit awesome without touching the white line by going to get out of the track corner as well. So what about, where is this thing as well? I'm probably, but what about McQueen? It's gonna be right behind of me, and then there must be a checkered flag, and we're going to get inside of the pits immediately. So we're not going to be worried about to do this because we think this is going to be all tracks from Cars Piston Cup Thunder 2005. We have drove already 8 laps. We have totally got. So let's just get back into the pits and let go of the throttle. Let's really try to slow the car down and pitting itself to do this. But now let's get inside and see. There must be a surrounding tents, but outside of the racetrack there must be trailers around here and other kinds of trailers. There must be garages, anything but podiums we got here. So in the outside of the track we're gonna be seeing some sort of a hidden feature. There must be Godzilla over here. Hearing this thing as well. There is Godzilla outside of the track. If you're just gonna be touching him for just one model like this thing that we just saw Godzilla over here, that instantly might going to kill you itself. That must be some sort of any more trailers we go. Something who got 12 laps, and probably that we're not going to be making more any lap times to do this. Where are my fastest laps? And I didn't mean to do so. That anyways, that we're gonna be end of this video. There must be some sort of podiums and tents or radio stations as well. So radio trailers, or probably that must be anywhere for some sort of like these things. And I'm not pretty sure where the lap time board it was. That since that I just completely saw the lap time board, looks like we got anything but over 30 seconds that I just completely lapped. So where my fastest lap is 31.483. Fastest lap, that should be gonna be 31.483. And what that means to do this is I'm not gonna be going for 31 seconds as well. And that I recently that we got our fastest lap, I should be able to stay away for itself to do this. I think it's time to give ourselves a wrap up for the end of this video. And of course, this is absolutely the end of to do this. So if you'd like for today's video that I just turned the confetti on, we almost just forgot to do this. That we just gonna be completely activated, and that does not slightly work as well. So anyways, that should be the end of this video, but Lenny McQueen had just probably feels as it's gonna be one good time as well. So let's jump off the vehicle, and it currently despawns it. So don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and click that bell, and the game link is in description down below that we already driven of this vehicle. Thanks for watching, for all your support, and this is going to be Turbo Concepts signing off. And I'll see you next time for today's video. And we're just going to be trying to say cheer out, and probably we're not going to be over 15 minutes of this video.